Austin here. I just wanted to do the update on that ghost walk I went on last night. It was actually a really cool ghost walk. I learned a lot. There was a lot of history incorporated in it, and the man that runs it, his name is Dave Montgomery, and he's actually a really cool guy if you get a chance to talk to him. This is the flyer for the Haunted New Bern tour, so if you guys are ever in New Bern, please go check that out. It's really cool. Really cool guy, really cool tour. I have some clips that he let me take from the tour to show you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to show everything because if I showed you everything, then you wouldn't want to go on the tour. So please go on that tour if you're ever in here to check out the other cool stories that he has on there. And he said on the tour he's always got new stories. People are always coming to him with new things. So you never know what you're going to get. So here are some clips. I hope you enjoy.
When I start out, and then as I do the ghost walk, someone says, "Did you hear about it?" And it keeps growing and growing and growing. This is the back end of MJ's. It's a bar restaurant. Now, a lady told me the first story, and the first and second stories, and here's what she told me. But here's what she saw in MJ. She worked the night shift, and she cleaned up and put all the chairs up and cleaned up everything. So she was working at night, and she saw a dark shadow ooze through the brick wall on the other side, come out of the brick wall, float through the middle of the room, hit the brick wall on the opposite side, and then come out somewhere over here. Of course, she couldn't see where it came out because she was inside. At which point, she ran out the back door into the parking lot, got her phone out, and called her boss and told him to come here and close it up. That was the first instance someone told me about. Then she told me about the second time. She was putting everything up. She had all the bar stools sitting up on that semicircular bar. She sees something out of the corner of her eye, and she looks over, and all the bar stools are vibrating like this on the bar, kind of walking down the bar. At which point she ran back out the back door, came out here, called her boss.
This is the same lady?
Same lady.
Oh,
told him to lock it up. She no longer works there.
Yeah.
And it originally had a front porch all the way across here. They would set a bunch of rocking chairs along the front porch. The rocking chairs would all rock on their own. So they solved that problem by removing the rocking chairs and tearing the front porch off. Then somebody got the idea of setting a rocking chair right here, which doesn't really fit, and they'd come in the back door, and that didn't work out either because that rocking chair would rock. So they don't put chairs on out here. And then we have the empty block. Two separate houses have been torn down in one location. And it's because no one would stay in the houses. There have been 3 yellow fever epidemics in town, and 2 of those are buried back over in this area in trenches in 1798 and 1799. So many people were dying, they just dug ditches and stacked people up like cordwood. No markers, no names, just stacked them up and covered them up. I don't have descriptions of what happened then, but I do have a good description of what happened in 1864. And what happens in this graveyard is people have seen stuff float up out of this area. Those mist and blue things float around in the graveyard, and then the swings over here have been seen to swing on their own, the children's swings. Everything in this area is a cemetery, including the playground.
Whoa.
It's built over graves. Everything is a graveyard except for the church itself and this space right here. So when you walk through there, it looks like grass, but you're walking on graves. And this started in the early 1700s. So some of the wooden markers, all those are gone. Some of the stone markers have fallen apart, and all those are gone. Don't know how bad it was in 1799 during the yellow fever plague, but I do know 1864 what happened because the Union Army, who asked about the Union Army occupied New Bern in 1864. In September of 1864, 6 men got sick that worked on the waterfront in a couple of warehouses. In a week, they were dead. The Union Army officer who ran the town decided that there was water in the basement of these buildings and something from that water was causing bad gas or something dangerous and was killing people, and he burned the buildings to the ground. Then people started getting sick in town. He got his crew to come out here and cover these dirt streets with white lime. Then they started burning barrels of pine tar at every intersection. That the only people on the street then were undertakers with wagons carrying coffins and ministers following the wagons. A walkway coming right out here, and where I'm standing, dead center, was the gallows. 5. Well, first let me tell you about the jail. There was a jail back here, the old-time jail where you could walk up outside and stick your head up to the bar and talk to them. Well, what happened here in 1905 in a certain city outside of here at a little restaurant, you know, one of those drugstore restaurant counter things? Guy came in for lunch and ordered a cheese sandwich and a drink. It was all over a cheese sandwich. He refused to pay. It escalated. He reached across the counter, grabbed a meat cleaver, and slashed her across the face. So sometimes people hear screams going down the road. But me personally, I don't know what's going on, but I've had families of the woman that was slashed on this wall tell me about it. Now I have families related to the man who was hung show up on the wall. And it's just, I don't want to be standing here. If you look in the old...
They like the clips that they saw, and again, if you're ever in the New Bern, North Carolina area, please give the Haunted New Bern Ghost Walk tour a chance. It's a really cool thing. I had a lot of fun, and a big thanks to Dave Montgomery for letting me film clips of the walk to put on the put on the channel. And also, like I said before, I didn't record everything, not even close, because I didn't want to record all of his stories. I wanted to leave some up to you guys to go and experience for yourselves because it's really cool. And also, I got to go to the Beaufort Burial Ground Cemetery today, and it was actually a really cool cemetery. I'm going to be putting an album up later on the Stories of Lore Facebook page for everyone to check out. It's a really cool cemetery. It's a beautiful place. And I hope everybody liked the clips and eventually goes on the walk themselves. Have a great night.